One of the things he said to me when we first met was, you are never going to be a Cartier or Bulgari, but it's okay because you are Madly and you are going to carve out your own little corner in the world that they can't touch. Hi, I'm Maddie, founder of Madly. We're a bespoke jeweler, and this is how my typical day looks like. See, here's the thing. I hate routine. But I think because I come from a creative background, I don't really like routine, so I don't do the same things like every day. My alarm clock is like one day 7, another day is like 7:05, then 7:10. I think I just like to change things around. But the one thing I do is get in by 10 a.m. every morning because that's when we start. So I think it's very important to lead by example. So I wake up at various timings, but I'm always here before 10. First order of the day is our morning rara. I think it's important to start the day bright with energy and also to lay out the day not just for my team but also for myself as well. And then after that, it becomes a blur. Every day will involve some time looking at stones. Hey, can't complain, right? I love that part. We've got lots of new stones coming in all the time, so we have to look at them, evaluate them, grade them, cost them. We also have a lot of pieces coming back from the factories daily. So whenever they come in, it's a very exciting time because that's when the designers will gather and they look at a piece that they envisioned. You never know what you're gonna get, but you make sure it's gonna be better than what you expected. So that's exciting to me. Okay, I'm known to forget about lunch or forget that it's lunch time. So usually everybody's like, have you not eaten? Why aren't you eating? Do you want any food? And then I can't decide because I'm in the middle of something. So I tend to be like, oh, I can't decide. And then by 5 o'clock, I'm like, oh crap, I didn't eat lunch. But I don't expect people to work like me, okay? It's not good. So this is our Brand Experience Center. We moved here in April this year, so it's fairly new. And at the beginning or at the entrance, this is where we showcase our new collection. We do mainly bespoke, but a lot of clients have been asking us for something that they can just come here, buy and wear it and walk out. Okay, so these are the workstations. We can serve 5 groups of clients at any one time, but we always keep it as private as possible, as intimate as possible. So we do try to limit it to maybe 3 groups at most. This is our, what we call straight from the source wall. And this is to help people appreciate where the stones come from. For example, rare green garnets that are 200 times rarer than emeralds. So if I just wave my hand over the sensor, it'll tell you what stone it is. And at the same time also tell you where it's found, where it's mined, which is Kenya and Tanzania. Whereas for a stone like tourmaline, for example, you see how more parts of the world light up? It's because it's found in many more places than, say, a Tsavorite. This emerald, as you can see, it's a much lighter colored emerald. So I got this for my 40th birthday, and I remember taking it to a jeweler then, and the jeweler looked at it and go, "This one emerald, man, so light." See, but that's again one of the reasons why I started Madly. He didn't realize how significant this piece was to me. It may not be a very desirable color on an expensive emerald to him, but it was all I could afford. And it's something that I've been saving for like years and something I've been looking forward to. So I think for colored stones, they just had a lot more personality and they appealed to me and my character as well.
If my girlfriend only wants diamond rings, right, what would you tell her?
I will say come back for a coloured one later, maybe push present or anniversary. And if you're looking for a diamond piece, right, there are a dime a dozen, like just walk down Orchard Road, diamond shops everywhere. So I thought, you know what, do what I love and do what I truly believe in, because I really do believe that coloured gemstones are much rarer than white diamonds. I would say some coloured gemstones are rarer than diamonds. For the same price, you can get a much bigger coloured stone. and they are irreplaceable. So ethical sourcing is really just knowing where your stones come from, that they're legally obtained, there's no child labor involved as far as we know, and we know where they come from, who they come from.
This is quite widely known within the company and among the designers because Maddie balances so many things and so many priorities at the same time. Sometimes when you speak to her, she might not fully be present. So when you tell her something and you hear her response and it's like, you need to clarify and say, Maddie, did you hear it? And if she doesn't make eye contact with you, that means she didn't hear it.
She kind of has a tendency to have a lot in her mind. She's always multitasking, so sometimes she doesn't process the first time.
Actually, sorry, what was your question again? This is me, okay? Because my brain is like, I have like 5 things going on in my head at the same time.
She is very energetic. She has a lot of energy.
She gets very excited when she sees something that she really likes. And she's like, oh, I really want to do this too, even though it's for a client. And other sorts of like business or company, like your boss maybe, they like what they do, but you can see Maddie really like enjoys what she's doing, yeah.
I just look forward to work. I really do love my team. They are like family, like even on my off days, I need that energy from people, from fun-loving, joyful people. The creative process is rooted in fun. If you're not having fun and you're just squeezing one out of another, after a while you just burn out and you can't do really good work. And I do believe that it has to come from true inspiration, real inspiration, like from above, right? When I got to an age where I made my own money and I could afford a small piece or modest piece of jewelry for myself, I found the experience wanting. So I really felt that there was a gap for true bespoke jewelry, because I think most jewelers do some form of customization, and customization is very different from bespoke. You know, jewelry is more than just how big, how much. It is one of the most personal things a person can own, and you have to take time to find out what is the story and the significance behind each piece.
She's so driven. Like it's, you know, as if you see a train that never stops, that always goes at 300 kilometers per hour. So I jump on that train, but now you cannot go out. It goes too fast, which I'm very glad. Well, that's a good question. I don't see Maddie as a stressed person. And I know you do so many things. So maybe you're always stressed. So that's why I don't see it. So whenever there is a difficulty, something, you know, a mountain to climb, she would not stress. She would you know, go heads on. What can I do about it? How do I go over this issue? And basically, I don't know if that's the right word. Overclimb it. I don't know.
Overcome it.
Overcome it. That's the right word.
I've always been underestimated my whole life, so I know what it's like, where people, like you have big dreams and people's like, nah, dream of something else. When I wanted to do radio, somebody told me, you know what, there's only one radio station. At the time there was only one. It's like, maybe you should dream of something else because everybody wants to work there. And then when I wanted to start Madly, I remember there were so many jewelers like, oh, but Singaporeans only buy diamonds, they're not gonna buy colors, like forget it. I think that's why Victor is my partner, because one of the things he said to me when we first met was, you are never going to be a Cartier or Bulgari, but it's okay because you are Madly. And you are going to carve out your own little corner in the world that they can't touch and they can't do because they don't do bespoke like you. That resonated with me on a very deep level, and I felt that was liberating. Like when it became like, wow, I'll never be them. Awesome, I'm going to be Madly. That's who we are today. And there you have it. That's how I get to be employee number 1.